Welcome to the Apple Daily News. This podcast is created by Generative AI. Today is July 22nd, 2024, and we have a lot to cover. Links to all stories can be found in the episode notes. First up, the UK's National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children, or NSPCC, has accused Apple of not doing enough to report instances of child sexual abuse material, or CSAM, on its platforms. The NSPCC claims Apple was involved in 337 recorded offences of child abuse images in England and Wales between April 2022 and March 2023. This is a stark contrast to the 267 reports Apple made globally to the National Centre for Missing and Exploited Children in 2023. This discrepancy raises serious concerns about Apple's ability to monitor and manage the increasing volume of CSAM, especially with the rise of AI-generated content. Child safety experts are criticizing Apple for not investing sufficiently in safety measures and for abandoning plans to implement a photo scanning tool that would have detected CSAM before images were uploaded to iCloud. The NSPCC's findings highlight that Apple is lagging behind other tech giants like Google and Meta, which reported millions of CSAM cases to NCMEC. The NSPCC's head of child safety online policy expressed concern over Apple's lack of effective monitoring and reporting mechanisms. Apple has not commented on these allegations, but has previously stated that it prioritizes user privacy over scanning for CSAM. The NSPCC and other child protection advocates are alarmed by Apple's upcoming AI initiatives, fearing they could exacerbate the risks to children without adequate safeguards in place. The NSPCC emphasizes the urgent need for tech companies to enhance their efforts in combating child exploitation online, particularly as AI-generated CSAM becomes more prevalent. In other news, Apple is taking steps to reduce its spending in Hollywood after experiencing significant financial losses in its content production efforts. The company is reportedly exerting more control over its production partners, aiming to streamline costs and improve profitability. This shift comes as Apple seeks to compete more effectively in the crowded streaming market, where rivals like Netflix continue to gain subscribers and market share. Netflix recently reported adding 8 million new customers, bringing its total to 277.7 million, and has seen a substantial increase in profits. Despite Netflix's dominance, it only accounts for about 8% of TV viewership in the US, indicating that competition remains fierce. Apple's strategy may involve re-evaluating its content investments and focusing on projects that promise better returns. The company's previous approach, characterized by high spending on original content, has not yielded the expected results, prompting this change in strategy. As the streaming landscape evolves, Apple aims to position itself more strategically to enhance its market presence and financial performance. Continuing with the theme of content production, Apple is reportedly tightening its budget for original content on Apple TV Plus after years of significant spending and production losses in the streaming industry. Senior Vice President Eddie Q is urging studio heads to manage project budgets more closely to enhance the sustainability of the service. Apple has invested heavily in high-profile films from renowned directors, spending over $500 million on projects like Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon and Ridley Scott's Napoleon. Despite the attention these projects receive during awards season, Apple TV Plus has struggled to attract viewers, accounting for only 0.2% of US TV views, compared to Netflix's 8%. As a result, Apple is now quicker to cancel original series and is licensing more content from other studios to reduce its reliance on original programming. The company has also delayed production on certain shows, such as Foundation, to stay within budget constraints. While Apple has not laid off staff as aggressively as competitors like Disney and Paramount, the lack of transparency regarding viewership numbers complicates the assessment of pressure on its studios. The financial cushion provided by Apple's hardware sales makes it challenging to gauge the true impact of these changes on its streaming service. Overall, Apple appears to be shifting its strategy in response to the competitive streaming landscape. Switching gears to hardware, Apple is rumored to be developing a new HomePod model that features a display, following the release of the HomePod 2 in early 2023. Two main concepts have emerged: a traditional smart display and a more advanced tabletop device with a robotic arm. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo suggests that the smart display will likely have a 7-inch LCD screen, enabling functionalities like FaceTime, smart home control, and Siri interaction. Recent findings in Apple beta software indicate that this device may be nearing release, potentially powered by an A18 chip, which would enhance Siri's capabilities through Apple Intelligence. Additionally, there are speculations about a new operating system called HomeOS, which may be a rebranding of tvOS and could be integrated into the upcoming HomePod products. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman has also mentioned the possibility of a magnetic wall-mounted display, which could serve as a more affordable alternative to an iPad. Apple is reportedly exploring home robotics, with a focus on a device that could mimic user movements during video calls, although concerns about pricing and technical challenges may hinder its development. Despite the ambitious features, there is a suggestion that Apple might opt for a more budget-friendly approach, especially after the original HomePod's lackluster performance. Overall, Apple is clearly investing in smart home technology, and more developments are expected in the near future. Lastly, let's talk about a new productivity app called Zesfy, designed to enhance task management by integrating seamlessly with users' calendars. The app allows users to group multiple tasks within a single calendar event, track progress on subtasks, and break down tasks into manageable steps. It also enables users to organize tasks by due date and filter events from specific calendar sets to maintain a clutter-free schedule. The latest update, version 1.2.0, released on July 21, 2024, introduces features such as the ability to quickly display session tasks on the calendar and show or hide scheduled tasks when adding new ones. The app is developed by Satrio Budiato and is available for free, with optional in-app purchases for Zesfy Pro at $19.99 yearly or $2.99 monthly. Zesfy requires iOS 17.2 or later for iPhone, macOS 14.2 or later for Mac, and visionOS 1.1 or later for Apple Vision. Notably, the developer has indicated that no data is collected from the app, ensuring user privacy. Users can reach out for support or feedback via email or through the app's website. That's all for today's episode of the Apple Daily News. Be sure to check the episode notes for links to all the stories we've covered. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.